long as I got my pistol, I'ma take them with me when I go. Bullet for every word, trigger for every quote. Put me in the ground, but I'll be back around. Walking on dry leaves and won't make a sound.
Ayo, Billy got bars.
Don't gotta look to find them. Build up my bars like a zoo animal and live behind them. Vibrations that'll stop a UFO mid-flight.
When I'm lurking pitch black in the woods at midnight.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board. I'm feeling better than before. I'm laying level, 10 feet off the floor. When I'm light as a feather, stiff as a board.
I just bought a sack of marijuana and hit the sauna. I'm bougie now, I ain't Ubering in no fucking Honda. Wouldn't take a Subaru to chase a kangaroo if I needed a jump on a minivan for my soccer mama. I ain't taking orders from prima donnas unless she's ordered.
Yo, we are back. The Death Hour Live, everybody. How about this?
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh.
God damn, that is an ugly fucking logo. Let's ask Dis what he thinks about this logo, because we have Dysfunction in the house tonight. Owner of ICW Milwaukee. Get him the fuck in here. Dis, what up, bro?
Hey man, how's it going? Thanks for having me again. It's been a while. Last time I was here, I had a really shitty cracked phone, so it looked like fucking garbage. So I've upgraded since then. So now it looks clear now.
Hell yeah, it looks way better. Yep, it's been a little while since we've talked to you, over a year.
Hey, what's the scoop really quick? Is there a new guy who owns CZW? Is that why there's new logos and shit? Or did somebody sell that? Or is Deej not involved?
I don't think DJ's involved, but I don't know for sure, man. But what do you think of that logo? Do you think it's ugly or beautiful?
I've seen an upgraded one that looked better, but the first one they put out looked like pure shit. So that first one was a little rough, but the second attempt was much better. So I assume some graphic artist hit them up and was like, "Hey, what the fuck? I can do this for you way better. Check this out." And they were like, "Oh, thanks. We'll use this one." I assume. I don't know. But like I said, I don't even know who owns that company at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. If anybody knows who owns it now, drop it in the comments. You guys know the routine. Drop your questions. Dysfunction will answer probably anything. You don't give a fuck, do you?
Nah, I'll answer what you guys want. No problem.
Hell yeah. So what are you smoking on this evening, Dis? You're a smoker like me, right?
Yeah, I just have some weed. I've been smoking dabs, but I think dabs would be a little too much on here because I can't stop coughing for several minutes after. So just some regular for now.
I don't do dabs online on live either.
These fucking torches are cool though, dude. They're pretty sweet.
Hell yeah, man. So the La Pica Lounge, is that done for now for you guys?
I don't know. I have to have a meeting with the guy again soon. He was just such a small venue that they couldn't have more than like 30 people in there at a time when everything got like shut down. So we had to like get out of Milwaukee and find like a city outside the city where they don't follow the same mandates. That's how we've been able to run since June. It's because we ran in a smaller town, but really worked out for us. Well, eventually we'll go back there. That place isn't like done or closed. I just have to figure it out with them.
I like the vibe of that place, you know?
It's hard to go back there and do like an Insane 8 after doing it like outside when I have unlimited space as opposed to in there where I have no fucking space. We can't build shit in there. So we have to be, the only things we can use are things that fit through the door, you know, and there's no room to store things in there because it's like 175 to 200 people maxed in that fucker. So I really like having a big outdoor venue for that, man. It works a lot better.
As a promoter, how much of a pain in the ass was COVID to work around for this year to fucking run these shows, man?
It sucked, but not as bad as other places. Like Milwaukee and like LA are two completely different fucking ball games. Like New York, New Jersey, completely different ball games. Wisconsin was kind of just like, fuck you guys, we're living life. You know, it's kind of like Florida to an extent. Like there's mask mandates, all that shit, but Wisconsin was kind of like outlaw country when it comes to doing shit. And I'm all right with that. It was fun. It was a good summer, man.
Hell yeah. So let's talk about this fucking weekend. You got a big doubleheader show coming up this Saturday, right?
Yeah, so we've been doing like we did this last month, and we used to do this at Lapika. We would do an early show with my main roster, and like if I have a deathmatch tournament or something like that, because I don't want to leave all my main guys off the show who work super hard. So I added another show for them so I can have them, and then a deathmatch show. And I just kind of like bundle it in a pass. If somebody can only come to the 3:00 show, it's only $10. You know, if you come to both of them, it's like $40 for both. So I try to make everything somewhat affordable while still making money. Because, you know, like wrestling's about making money, dude. If you're running shows to lose money, that's bad fucking business. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I run shows fucking business, man. It's not all. I mean, it should be fun and you should make money. Otherwise, you know, you're just fucking, you're working really hard to not accomplish anything, I guess. I don't know.
So what's the first show? What's it called? Doubleheader? Is that the name of this one?
Yeah, that's just ICW doubleheader. I stole the shit from Major League. I like to steal old comic books. I like to steal old movies and fucking make my posters out of them. So that's like a total Major League ripoff. But I usually use that poster all the time for my doubleheaders because it's just so fucking sweet, man. But that's like, it's 10 matches. It's all my regular crew because I had to fucking fit a lot of them on there. I don't have my list on me right now, but I know the main is me and GQ in a street fight. I know Neil Cutter's wrestling one of the guys from where he lives, Leon Mephisto. And there's like 8 other matches with like 25 guys. So it's
you and GQ. You and GQ teared it down like a month ago, right?
Yeah, GQ doesn't do death matches. Those are the first 2 he's done, really. You know, aside from like some chairs, doors, that. So that's the first time he's ever been stabbed in the face with like skewers or, you know, anything like that. So that was cool. And then like I love it because he gets like semi-paranoid. He's like, don't do that, wham. You know, you can say, don't staple me, but I'm probably just gonna fucking staple you anyways. Just because he's my boy and I know he's not gonna get weird about it, but he's like, no. Yes. Bang.
We got some clips. We're gonna look at that match a little bit later and have you talk about it. And then after this show, this isn't the deathmatch show. This is just the beginning, right? Little warm up show.
The 3 p.m. show, yeah. That's the hardcore death challenge. This is the show I like to do where I would give people like a chance. I mean, not all these people need a chance, but like if you win this tournament, you get into the Insane 8. Like the Insane 8's somewhat picky when it comes to having guys. Like last year, it wasn't as picky because I had to pick and choose from like Minnesota, Wisconsin, you know, where's Neil from? Missouri. I didn't have like many options to just fly motherfuckers in for Insane 8 last year. So I had to use all drive-ins. So the card I came up with and like what I accomplished, super happy with. But getting into the Insane 8's fucking hard. So if you're a deathmatch guy, the hardcore deathmatch challenge is your ticket. Percy Drews is one of my favorites, dude. I really like Percy Drews. He's in it. Ricky Noreen's in it. He's been in a bunch of deathmatch stuff for me. You just seen him recently in Planet Death. Damon Sprigo, who was also on the Planet Death, he's on it. Mickey Knuckles is probably the biggest name on it. I had the one dude, Mike Fatality. I was going to give him a chance to do a pro show because he works really hard and I like his attitude. He got fucking hurt, so Dalton Diamond took his spot. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
Okay, so Mike Fatality is off the show.
He is. He's hurt. He got in some car wreck, so he couldn't wrestle for like 6 or 7 weeks.
All right, and Herzog's in there, huh?
Yeah, I like Herzog a lot, whether he's like the crazy fucking dude he's doing or if he's in the underwear as Daddy Longlegs. So I like both of those. I kind of prefer the underwear Daddy Longlegs just because it's really wild.
Okay, and why did you go with Mickey, the veteran, the godmother of this shit? Why did you throw her in there? Because she seems she's like the veteran of the group in there, you know?
Because Mickey's a great deathmatcher, and this is actually her first ICW show. So if she wants to be in the Insane 8, it's time to earn that shit, you know? I've had some banger matches with Mickey Knuckles in the past as the Weed Man. Very good ones where we fucking tore it down. So I'm a big fan of Mickey Knuckles.
Fuck
when
yeah,
Schlatt canceled last month, Mickey was my go-to to try to get to replace him, but she was already booked, so that was not a fucking go.
So the winner of this is a tournament, right? 2-round tournament?
Yeah. It's 4 single matches and then a 4-way. Then the winner gets a spot in the Insane 8.
That's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, it's something I like to do. Plus, I mean, it kind of builds up some of the younger deathmatch guys. I mean, Mickey and Herzog, obviously not younger, but when doing this, you got to have a couple fucking vets in there. It can't just be all young boys. Otherwise, it's kind of a mess.
Yep, and let's see here. You put out some of there's a frozen tundra, dry ice, barbed wire ropes match. Do you know the other matches?
It should be on there. If you
I don't have-
scrolled or oh, okay.
No, I can't scroll down.
It's mostly like stuff like that. Like that's probably I don't know. Like I can't see either because I don't have my fucking book on me. My book's my phone, so I can't go into it and look at my shit. So I don't have it like right off the top of my head.
The matches sound really cool though. What are the finals? Do you know that one?
That's like a mix of like what I would like to do at ICW is like I like to mix every fucking match from before into the finals. So there's gonna be like electrified tubes and stuff like that in the finals that weren't in the early matches and stuff like that. So it's pretty much like just the fucking Insanity Rules match is usually our finals where it's just a ton of shit in there for stuff to break.
Hell yeah. So that's this Saturday. And is this going to be a Smart Mark or is this not going to be on Smart Mark?
It's not like a live stream, but all of our shows get released there where you can buy them. And then if you don't want to wait, usually you can buy the show off me, like on Monday. My guy who fucking films everything gets it uploaded usually within a day. So I have all the footage by Monday. And if anybody wants to just buy the raw footage, they can hit me up and buy it. Otherwise, you wait for Smart Mark to edit it and put it out.
This guy wants to know Nick Gage
I don't know
versus Moxie.
I don't know when that's gonna happen. I'm not the booker. What the fuck? I'm sure it's gonna.
This isn't booking this one.
Well, it's
Gary
Emmett
Emmett
for Nick Gage. Gary Emmett's a good dude, my man.
I was gonna ask, since Gage is back, is he gonna come back? Because he used to come to ICW a lot.
Honestly, bro, I've hit him up a few times, and I just don't think he's taken many outside bookings with GCW. He said he was kind of hurt and still like feeling it out when I asked, so I just stopped asking. I'm usually persistent, but sometimes I just give up, man, where it's just like, he just doesn't seem interested, you know?
What's this shit? Cody Rice. I was going to ask you, where the fuck's Cody Rice, man? Never see him no more.
Stopped wrestling. Well, obviously,
Damn.
If you're asking me, you read about his Twitter shit, so maybe just ask Cody, but that shit was garbage. Try to throw me under the bus for shit I didn't do.
Because
that's a great match. Mox and Gage is awesome, bro. But I'm just saying, me as the ICW booker, I don't know when that shit's gonna happen. Brett don't tell me stuff. The fuck is he gonna tell me? I know much as you do.
Who knows? It could be a year till we see that. You know, people want Herzog versus Mickey.
I don't know my lineup right off the top of my head. Give me a second. Hold on. Can I like look at stuff while this is going on?
I think so. You might be able to. Yeah, I don't have the full list on me either.
All right, I got it. Frozen Tundra, Dry Ice, Barbed Wire Ropes, Percy Drews and Tyler Sullivan, Taipei Glass, Doors of Death, Barbed Wire Ropes, Mickey Knuckles versus Dalton Diamond, Fans Bring the Weapons, Barbed Wire Ropes, Herzog versus Pitstain, Taipei Glass, Kitchen Horrors, Barbed Wire Ropes, Damon Spriggle, and Ricky Noreen.
Damn, that sounds like some really good steps, man.
We're a big fan of the Frozen Tundra match. I'm a big fan of that.
You love Dry Ice, don't you?
I like it, and plus, man, it's just fucking.
No fuck. We lost him. Now it's just on full screen on my ugly ass. Let's try to get him back. There he is. He's back.
From my fucking list, fucked it up. But yeah, like I don't have a notebook, man. I write everything in my phone, so I write the notebook shit the day of. Everything else is in my phone, so I can copy paste to events and shit. Otherwise, I hate typing a ton of shit out all the time. Not a fan.
That's good that you got the Dry Ice match. I always expect that at an ICW show.
I really like the Dry Ice match. I've done a few of those myself. I'm a big fan of the Dry Ice.
Spriggle. People are excited. Spriggle's in there. He showed out on WrestleMania weekend at ICW No Holds Barred and Planet Death, like you said.
Nice. Yeah, he did Deathmatch ICW also before.
Why did you want to like start your own promotion in the beginning?
Because I was trying to help other promotions around here and give them ideas to do shit. And like they would do them for a minute and then they didn't want to do them anymore. So then I was like, fuck this. I'm just gonna do my own shit. So 15 years later, here I am doing my own shit.
It's 15 years old now, ICW.
Yep. Crazy. We took a break for a year, somewhere in the 2000s, like between 2010 2020, but I don't know exactly when that break was. We just didn't have a venue and it was getting frustrating, so I think I took 6 months, 7 months off. But otherwise, right around 15 years, man.
That's fucking insane, man, and it's still going strong today. Is Insane 8 gonna be on Fight TV this year?
Yeah, Insane 8's always going to be a pay-per-view for us. To me, I feel like it makes it special. Like, if we did a bunch of pay-per-views, we're probably not going to sell that well because I use a lot of local, my crew. Like, they're great and I love them, but, like, my local crew doesn't really sell fucking pay-per-views. So I just do the one a year, Man, it ain't cheap to run that shit, like pay-per-views and all that. That shit's expensive. It adds up. If you don't fucking sell pay-per-views, it's pointless.
Hell yeah. Well, Insane 8 was a success last year, right? Because I thought it was one of the best tournaments of the whole year.
Honestly,
not the best.
Every year for the last 3 to 4 years has been fucking amazing.
It has, man. It's fucking always a really good.
I'm super pumped when we sneak in under all the super cool deathmatch tournaments, and there's a lot of posts like, well, this was the best one of the year. ICW was the best. That shit makes me so happy, dude, when we can just kind of fly under the radar but still get praise like that. Like, that shit's awesome, man. Super good.
Now, when you first started Insane 8, it wasn't a deathmatch tournament, right? It was more of a fucking hardcore, no?
Yeah, mostly hardcore. The early ones, there's still glass and light tubes, but it was mostly hardcore. Scotty Vortex won the Insane 8 1 year back in the day. Like, I don't remember which one, but he won the whole tournament and the title and shit like that. Drake was in a few Insane 8s. Danny Havoc was in a few Insane 8s. So I've had some cool dudes in the past.
I've had a lot of what's that?
Fat Racks. Tons of good matches as the Weed Man, dude. I just like the whole fucking deal of being the Weed Man over the years. This guy, Fat Rex, what was your favorite match as Weed Man? I don't really have a favorite, but if I had to pick one, me and Too Tough Tony at Juggalo Day when I won the title eventually was pretty fucking amazing.
Hell yeah.
That's good stuff there.
Weed Man?
Man, I don't know, like 10 years ago? Maybe 12 years ago. See, like, Violent J created the Weed Man. I didn't make that up. That's a character he wrote and made for me. I just had to, like, come up with the look and what I wear and shit, I came up with all that. But he gave me the general outline. This is what I want you to do, blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know. It's been cool, man. That's where I've had, like, there's Tracy Smothers, baby.
You've wrestled a lot of fucking legends as Weed Man, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. There's Mickey right there. Bam. Carino, yeah, I've wrestled a shit ton of dudes. Bobby Lashley, a bunch of dudes I've wrestled there. Yeah, I've tagged and wrestled him a fuck ton. I used to do that. I'm too fat now. I don't really fuck with that anymore. That standing moonsault's been retired.
You still do the Weed Man. Like, you just went to JCW recently, right? As the Weed Man.
Yeah, I wrestle for them a decent amount whenever they have shows still. I had a falling out a couple years ago where me and KG had an issue. And then he kind of had me, like, taken off the shows, and I wasn't there for, like, 2 years. And when he got fired, they messaged me and brought me back.
Are the horror stories real about him? Is he really like that? So he got you taken off the show?
So KG used to be awesome to me and was a really good friend of mine until, like, I stood up for myself and stood up for my friend against some shit. And then, it just went downhill to where he, like, super turned on me. He had me, like, taken off JCW shows. I was supposed to do a slave death match. I was taken off that in favor of him to come do commentary. So I'm not thrilled in those regards, but I'm not big on super grudges or anything. So, I mean, whatever, I do like when he gets made fun of for being an old man trying to be young. Like, hey, youth, I'm young like you guys. I see that posted a lot about him, and I think that's pretty funny. Because it's kind of like my dad wearing fucking new era hats and necklaces and shit.
Do you like his commentary? Because a lot of people talk shit about commentary recently. You're not a fan of really any commentary, right? You like that old school feel of no commentary, no?
If I can have no commentary, I fucking prefer it. But with, I mean, you kind of have to have it on pay-per-view. If you're doing a small TV show, it's like kind of necessity. So, like, I was using Chucky Smooth like an idiot. And I put him on commentary on the last Insane 8, and he just said so much stupid stuff where, like, mid-show I had to go up to him, and I didn't know this, but a bunch of people on Twitter were, like, hearing me fucking reprimand him, where I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, you're ruining the pay-per-view. Why are you saying this shit? You know, where, like, people are, like, quoting me on Twitter, like, oh, shit, are you hearing him get yelled at? The boss just said, da-da-da-da. So, he said too much shit about fans, and like he's like, well, I'm just being a heel. I was like, well, you can be a heel without being a dickhead to everybody. You know, heels are fine, but like you don't have to say people in the crowd have fucking Asperger's or fucking shit like that. You know, like sometimes that shit just goes too far. So he's just not with us anymore.
So you had to Vince McMahon him and fire him, huh?
Yeah, I don't like that term of firing people, but yeah, I messaged him like, bro, I just can't use you anymore, man. You're a fucking dickhead to everybody. Just being heel, man. Sometimes that shit's too much.
Mafia Kick on YouTube. Yeah, that's right. We're live on YouTube tonight for the second time ever. We're on Facebook and YouTube at the same damn time. He's on YouTube. He wants to know who do you want on the Insane 8? Do you have like some dream person maybe?
Yeah, but he's not here anymore. So last year, Danny Havoc had agreed to do the Insane 8 for me because great brother. So that's something I was looking forward to. Obviously, it did not happen. So like he's one of my wish guys to have back, but I can't. So, you know, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like I'd like to have like Nolan Edward, guys like that. I like some of the younger guys. So, but if it was up to me, if I could have Drake Younger versus Danny Havoc, that would be fucking money, but that's not possible.
That would be really good, man. I would love to see Drake back in a death match. I don't give a fuck, man.
I'm so sick of the world and how people treat other people. You know, differing views, whatever. But it's just like the pile on and accusations, and there's like no, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's my brother, and he was one of the nicest dudes to me of all time, and he never stopped being nice to me. So I don't get all the hate on Drake. I've seen people say that they prefer Drake to be on meth or still doing drugs, and that shit's sick, bro. Like this guy changed his life. He's got a family. He owns a house. It's just like, man, so you want this guy to be a dead-end loser who fucking doesn't have anything, and that would make you feel better about him, and he could wrestle then? Like, but he can't wrestle for anybody now because he's Republican and doesn't believe in masks. Fuck. Shit's wild, dude. Shit's wild.
Are weird.
He can wrestle places, but Danny Havoc can't, or Drake can't. You know, everybody's done stupid shit. You know, nobody in death matches is fucking a saint. You know what I'm saying? You know, people do fucking drugs. People do blow. It just sucks to like point fingers. Be like, you do this, you cannot allow it. But we fucking do blow and party and get fucked up. But because you're a Christian conservative who doesn't believe in that, you're not allowed to be in the club anymore. Even though you're a fucking OG legend who fucking always tore it down, always gave the fans everything. You're just not allowed anymore because a certain group says so. That shit fucking sucks, dude.
It does, man. I fucking stole. I've stole from Walmart before. I don't know. I've never told this.
Currently, I don't give a fuck. If you put me in front of a register with no fucking person there, I'm stealing 2 things, maybe 3. I don't give a fuck. If you're gonna be that kind of a corporation where you can't hire cashiers, you deserve to have people to steal from you.
Truth be told, I'm not the best of person, man. If all you knew the real me, you probably wouldn't like me either. Like people are fucking weird these days, dude.
And that's what it is with most wrestlers. I mean, everybody's got a fucking personal life. It just sucks that David Bixpan motherfucker. I don't know if you've ever seen a picture of David Bixpan. By chance, if you can look this guy up if you're listening, that is the most fucking like stereotypical neck beard wrestling mark there is. Like 40-year-old, fucking ugly, glasses, looks like a legit troll. Like probably never gotten laid in his life. Now I'm not one of them dudes to be like, oh, one of these guys who's never gotten laid. But David Bixpan legit looks like he's never touched a pussy in his entire fucking life. So like all he can do is tear people down and try to get them canceled. Like fuck that guy, man. I'm sure this guy will come after me now, and I'm a racist, and I'm just waiting for all that to happen because I had these opinions on Drake. Bound to happen.
Man,
right?
we all have different opinions. Robert, when will there be a legend to referee the main event this year? Last year you had Corp. He kind of fucked it up, didn't he?
He fucked it up and got us on Botchamania for the first time ever. So not a chance. It's like 2 things last year. I was so close to the perfect tournament. You know, everything's perfect. Chuggy Smooth, Quopa Robinson, 2 friends from the past that I try to be bros to fucked my shit up. It happens.
Time Bomb Pro Wrestling. Hey, Dis, what are your thoughts on Rocky Rocco?
Rocky Rococo? That's a really funny
Rococo.
question. Because my girlfriend absolutely fucking hates Rocky Rococo. And I like to be like, so we got Rocky Rococo coupons in the mail. We getting slices? Fuck you. Now, shut up. I personally don't mind Rocky Rococo. Hey, where does this question come from, if you don't mind me asking, Time Bomb?
Do you fuck with Time Bomb Wrestling? Big shout out to Time Bomb Wrestling, man.
I know of them. I've never wrestled there. Man, them like the no rings scare me because I have a bad back. So like getting slammed on the floor kind of scares the shit out of me.
They use a ring though a lot of times now too.
Oh yeah? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If they use the ring, I would be game to go, but that shit's pretty far from me. So like I'm a semi-family man where I like to be at home. You know, like the trips I made on the East Coast recently in the last couple of years, I only made those trips to see my boy Grant and hang out, and he's not really there anymore. So like my reason to go is like dried up and disappeared. So I kind of have no interest to travel really far. I go to Michigan, I go to Illinois a little bit, but I'm not a big traveler anymore, man.
How hard did it hit you when Danny Havoc passed away last year? Because you were really close to him, man.
It like the day it happened, I tried to ignore it. I don't know how you like say that, but like I just tried to not super duper get down about it, because like in the worst possible way to say, like I knew where he was somewhat mentally and not happy, and sometimes you just kind of sense that shit and it sucks. So for a second, it's cool that he might be at peace and finally happy, but I mean that shit sucked. Like after Insane 8, me and Neil Cutter got behind the curtain and cried. You know, like we fucking kneeled on the ground together and talked and cried together because shit's just rough, man. It's always brutal losing great friends, especially somebody like that where you didn't exactly have to go, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
brutal.
We lost so many people last year, you know.
Yeah, 2020 was really fucked up. I lost numerous friends, you know, even not just wrestling. There's a couple regular friends too. You wake up and you get a message that your friend died. Can never message him again. Like that shit's wild. I sent Danny a few texts since he's died. Like, man, I wish I could talk to you. I wish I would get a reply. I wish you would tell me to fuck off or leave you alone right now. That's the kind of relationship. It was just good, man, you know?
Mafia Kick, he wants to know, I think, if Insane 8 will be on IWTV later.
Smart Mark kind of decides that stuff, man. They kind of have like an open thing with us where if they want to put an Insane 8 out on there, they can. But I mean, like Insane 8's usually you got to buy the pay-per-view or buy the DVD Blu-ray. But in a couple years, it eventually ends up on fucking IWTV or something, you know?
Man, that's one dude. Mafia Kick, you want to order that live. Insane 8's one you want to watch live. If you're not there live, watch it on your TV.
We've never had a problem with the stream. We always have fucking A+ internet when we run pay-per-views, so there's never like shutdown or lags. I'm always very proud of that. A lot of times our pay-per-views look crystal fucking clear. Like the first one I went and rewatched that was at La Pica, our first pay-per-view ever. That shit brought tears to my eyes, man. Like you see your promotion and it's a fucking pay-per-view. It looks good. The crowd's fucking hyped. You know you fucking made money. Like it's just everything's A+, man. A+.
That was a proud moment 2 years ago when you were first on Fight, right?
Yep, first pay-per-view. We're the only place in Wisconsin to ever do a pay-per-view, aside from like WWF, WCW. So fuck, pretty sweet.
Fuck yeah. You see this question? He's asking about a venue.
That was called the Old Orchard Inn, and that was a very, very long time ago. Much different company, way different. When we first started, it was just to what's it called? To build some of the next stars of the Midwest. So it's transcended from just a local promotion with some young guys to what it is today. I prefer what it is today. It's much better. Like we had some really bad years. A lot of bad years where you draw 40. Like that shit sucked. There was some wrestling was down for a while too, where it didn't matter. Like I had a fucking Austin Aries in the main on like a Thursday show. Austin Aries versus Young Kid Ashton Vatan and a whole other crowd. Like 35 fucking people there, you know? Like that was just a bad time in wrestling, bro. It was rough. Now we draw almost all the time, so I'm just happy for the way things are.
I was gonna mention this later on. Your crowds are hyped, man.
My crowds are hot as fuck.
They're
I
hyped
love
up. There's a lot of them. I don't know how to explain it, man. Even in the COVID era, you packed those houses, bro.
So like
Let's see a
I see-
picture of the shit.
yeah, sure, bring it up. See, there's a lot of pictures from June. A lot of sellouts, man. Last show we had like 200 people in a
Yeah,
venue
look
where
at
you can
this,
put.
man. I mean,
Yeah,
that looks
that-
nice, you know.
Yeah, fuck yeah. You see some promotions that have 40 people, and that shit's rough, man. You know, when there's 40 people, paydays ain't that great. Like things are a little rough. But I never have that problem really, so quite happy.
Gary, the owner of AWR, he wants to link up, man. He wants Dysfunction Weedman to link up with AWR. What do you think of AWR?
I like Gary a lot. Me and Gary talk quite often. I actually messaged Gary recently and said, "Hey, man, I'm thinking about booking this guy. Are you? What do you think?" Because I just want to know what people are thinking right now and like what the fucking climate is, and the climate is not good. The climate's fucking hot. It's fucking Arizona, 120 degrees, man. That shit needs to cool down. It's wild.
So we can maybe look forward to a AWR ICW thing.
Yeah, we'll do something in the future. Like I said, I like Gary. I like his promotion a lot.
What about
Like,
the other IC? What about the other ICW?
I'm cool with Danny. I like Danny a lot too. He's asked me to do some shows. I was supposed to do that Indianapolis show originally. I have not messaged to do it again because I just don't want to really do it. I don't know. I like traveling, man. This summer I'm trying to do more like family shit. I'm gonna do some shows, stay somewhat busy, but long drives and numerous days are out for me.
Do you hate when another promotion has the same initials as you, and then it gets confusing sometimes?
Not thrilled. I wasn't like thrilled. But
I was
he's
just
a good
wondering.
friend of mine. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. So like just whatever. I mean, it's cool. I like that they added the No Holds Barred and then I added the Milwaukee to it. The MKE, just so there's kind of like, but
Yeah,
man.
that does separate it.
Yeah, so there's definitely some separation, but then there's just like the casual people who come on that confuse it, where it's just like, oh, geez.
Anything
But no,
with ICP and JCW in the future?
More than likely, they do the Patreon. So every 2 months they do a JCW taping or like a show live for Patreon subscribers. So that's what I've been doing. I'm probably gonna do one in June. I don't have a date yet. More than likely in June. I like working for ICP people. Like they're good dudes. I like them. They're getting fucking old, but they're good fucking dudes. Violent J, he's getting old, man. He looks it.
Were you at the show when Teddy Hart was there a few months back?
That's the one I did not do in his house. It was like a no ring in his house. I did not do that one. Teddy Hart's got nuclear heat also. Apparently,
Yeah,
what's the story? Like killed a girl or supposedly killed a girl.
I don't know what he did, man, but yeah, people fucking hate Teddy Hart, dude.
Yeah.
He's in and out of jail, and
see, now I can kind of understand Teddy Hart hate. So like in and out of jail, drug stuff, possibly fucking, beating up girls and shit. Like, okay, then I can understand him being blackballed. But like blackballing somebody for different views, it's kind of fucked up, bro.
Yeah, man, I totally agree with you on that one.
It's just a double standard. It's hypocritical, and I'm just not a fan of it. Not trying to reference it again, but this shit just bothers me, dude.
No, it's okay, dude. I agree with you. You want to break down Insane 8 and tell everybody who's all in this shit?
Ah, fuck. I have Schlack, Oren Veit, Alex Cologne. Gotta remember this off the top of my fucking head.
Hang on. I think we got a little list here, maybe.
That shit would help me. Schlack, Alex Cologne. Is there more to that or just that piece?
Damn it. Let me remove the...
yeah, if you get the top part out there. See, like all the shit I have to type in there? So I put that shit
Akira, Matthew Justice.
There you go. Akira, Matthew Justice, Neil Cutter, Schlack, Oren Veit, and Alex. There's 7. Or there's 6 there. Number 7 I haven't announced yet. Number 8 is the winner of the Hardcore Deathmatch Challenge. So I had talked to number 7, who was possibly going to be that, but I had chosen not to do it. Obviously, most people can put together who that was supposed to be. A lot of like backlash and people telling wrestlers that I asked if they'd be okay to wrestle him, telling him not to wrestle him or he's going to have heat, shit like that. So like, a lot of people went out of their way to sabotage that shit. So there's a lot of serious hate, bro. But like Insane 8's so big to me, like I can't gamble it on having people like boycott that shit or be like, fuck you, we're done with you. So like I just had to pass. As much as like I want to do it, I got pass for now. So number 7, I don't have somebody to announce right this second. But that's sorry. If you want to blame the woke cancel culture mob for that, that's who you can blame. But
that's a big disappointment to the old school deathmatch fans, though, bro. I'm not talking about these new guys that just jumped in watching. Talking the old school that love it, like me and a lot of other fans, man. You know, people know what you're saying right now. This sucks, kind of, that he's not going to be in it. Yes.
Yeah, I had to choose not to have him in it. I'm gonna have him sometime. When the shit kind of dies down, maybe fucking towards the end of the year or next year. But I mean, I can't pass on having like one of the greatest deathmatch wrestlers ever on a show again because other people just don't like it. So like, I'm thinking if I have him on a show with just my roster that's not on like a pay-per-view, it shouldn't be that big of a fucking problem. But who knows? I'm just waiting for like, oh, now I'm a racist. Now I'm a Proud Boy. Now I'm a Q follower because he's my and I want to book him. So like naturally by association, if people hear that, oh, he must be racist. He must be that. It's fucking stupid, bro. That association is wild, you know. But what are you gonna do? I guess if I like
so we gotta wait.
So, you know, I must be the biggest Katy Perry fan in the world if I listen to her song a few times, but it's just not true. You know, you listen to different shit. People just hear different shit. I'll hear all kinds of opinions, you know, and just because you don't like it don't mean you got to fucking cancel somebody. But what are you going to do?
People are canceled the fuck out, man. This day and age, you get canceled.
Sure can. It's not cool.
People
but
are
what
saying,
are
fuck KG. No one likes KG. We played a drinking game. Corpse
KG
pants fell down.
Corp wore these fucking pants that didn't have a tight drawstring or something, so he was constantly adjusting his pants, bro. It's just like, goddamn, brother. I love you, man. I'm trying to do you a solid here. Get some
when he was a
different
referee?
Yeah. That's what he's talking about. They were in the crowd. Yeah, that sucked, man. That sucked. Such a good main event. Fucking banger.
He was a pretty bad referee.
Yep. I should have just had him there to say hi to people and hang out. Here's some money to hang out. Let me have my referee.
Speaking of people that get heat, Nitro Butcher. I fucking love Nitro Butcher. Is he going to be doing commentary ever? Because you announced he was maybe going to be like commentating.
There's a good chance. Like I would say like 85% chance he'll be here to commentate. He's in the budget. He's factored into everything. His airline tickets factored in. So it just depends on the Mechanicsburg team that he's an announcer for. I'm pretty sure he said that they don't have any games during Insane 8, so he should be good. There is a Rocky Rococo close to La Pica, like 5 minutes. So I get the reference. I assume maybe Boone or any of those fellas who traveled from Minnesota may have mentioned. Have you been there or something? I don't know. Weird. You were very drunk, Mike Bisick.
Mike loves ICW. He loves Insane 8, man.
So, like, here's a key, man. Like, having good wrestling and stuff, that's all great. But, like, treating fans with utmost respect and treating them like friends and not just treating them like marks goes a long way, man. I like the fans. I like to talk to fans. I like to hang out with fans. Most guys don't. I'm different. Like, I know, like, when people are coming in the door for my shows, I go, oh, your seats are right there. Your seats are back here. Oh, hey, what's up, bro? I got your seats here. And I usually know people's names. Like, I know them, and they appreciate that shit. There's a certain, like, the owner of the company knows me, and he, like, respects me, and he likes my business. You know what I mean? It's not just, hey, thanks for coming, fuck you type shit. See you next time. Super respect. You just got to treat people great. Man.
I've always felt that when I go to, like, Danny DeMonto's show or Brett Lauderdale shows.
Yeah.
They always come up to me like, you know, appreciate you coming and shit. And you have a really good connection with the fans. I feel like that's important, man.
Those companies do good business because of that shit, though, too. I mean, you just treat the fans good. Like, if you have a fucking past of treating fans bad, it's just going to reflect on you. Like, people be like, oh, why do people shit on Ian and this and that? Well, Ian has a fucking shitty past with fans. Like, he's taken a lot of people's money and not sent them shit. He's, fucked people over on money. I have never fucked any fans over on money. I've never taken money and not refunded so, like, it's just different how you do business and how you're perceived by the fans. Like, you don't see anything about, dysfunction fucks people over, don't go to those shows, but, you usually never see anything like that about us, and I'm fucking proud of that, man.
Do you credit Ian Rodden for some of your early shit getting you going in the beginning?
Sure, I wouldn't have done the deathmatch shit or worked the deathmatch people I have without Ian. I still like Ian, like, I don't think he likes me, he blocked me. Like, whatever. I make comments about their draws sometimes. Like, but whatever, man. I'm just a guy making comments. Like, if that shit bothers you, like he did, he fucking blocked me. So, but yeah, I credit him a lot. He brought me down there early when I was like 18. I got to wrestle a lot of cool people, and that led me to like CZW and different shit like that. So yeah, he deserves a lot of credit for that.
Were you nervous fighting him that first day and no blood, no rain?
The one where he kicked the shit out of me?
Yeah, this one, man.
The one where I got squashed? That's a great match. So
it is. I love this fucking match.
By this point in time with Ian, I'm super comfortable with him because I've wrestled him like fucking 10 times. Me and him did a 30-minute draw in Jeffersonville, Indiana, in front of like 25 people once in some bullshit hall. Like, I've done a lot of matches with this fucking guy. So at this point, we're deep in this feud, and the angle is that I'm here by myself.
You look so young, bro.
No, I was like 19, tops. But I was defending the belt for MAW. My manager guy wasn't there. So the story was he's going to beat the fuck out of me and kill me, and take the belt back type shit. Because a couple weeks before this, we fucking cut somebody's hair or Phyllis, or we did some other shit and had a car waiting where we fucking bailed out of the building. So there's a lot of heat and stuff in the angle. But this match was good, dude. This match serves a purpose. People think he just beat the fuck out of me and like it was, no offense or whatever. That's fine. But I mean, if he was beating the fuck out of me, I wouldn't be super selling and working with him. You know what I'm saying? I would be fighting this. I would be cool.
Brutal right there. What was that power bomb like right there?
But like I said, I have an 18-year-old back there, like 19-year-old back, where I'm like, let's go, let's do it. See, like my problem was doing the ICP tour when I was the Predator. I got slammed through 60 tables on that tour on a concert floor, like stage. So that shit's just hardwood. So that shit kind of fucked me up when it comes to like my bump card.
When was your first death match ever?
First Corporal Robinson. I want to say April 20th, 1999. I filled in because Harley Lewis was playing Leatherface also, and he didn't want to be Harley Lewis and Leatherface on the same show, so they needed somebody for Corporal to squash, and that was me. I think that was a Hardcore Cup also. That's a interesting watch. I like that match. That match is all right though. People may think he did. Then story-wise, he killed me, but that match was cool, man. That match shows I can sell my tickets. That match shows a lot more than just, he's getting beat up. If you watched it as like somebody watching wrestling who knows it, you see how good I am at selling. You see certain things with crawling, and it just looks good for me. You know what I'm saying? Not just some fucking dude getting beat up. If you look more into it, it's kind of deeper. But I could be wrong.
I love all your work. I love all your old work from IWA Mid-South and all that shit, man.
Appreciate that. I'm one of them old school hybrids. One of the original.
Did you ever think Orin Veidt was going to blow up the way he did?
Funny story. The first time I used Orin Veidt, he went over time by 20 minutes, and I told him not using him again. And then he kept messaging me, and then he got back on. But his original tag match he had or something, he went over by 15 or 20 minutes. I was so fucking mad. That's when he was just a wrestler, though. So, but I love Orin, man. He's super blown up. He deserves everything he got because he works super hard. He was all about wrestling, the guy we talked about, and looking forward to it. And then numerous people told him about how much heat he's going to get, da-da-da. So then he said, hey, man, I can't wrestle him because everybody's going to give me a bunch of heat.
Gary?
I don't know. You'd have to send me the date on Messenger.
Gary's booking you right now, bro.
So, like, in Milwaukee, I have numerous promotions I work for. So I'm like a sucker for working 20 minutes to an hour away from my house. if I can do those bookings, so I wrestle, I'm done by 10 o'clock, 10:30. I'm home by 11, 11:30. I can still be regular life Kurt and wrestle, and it all works. Like my girlfriend's not the best when I go far and like deal with a girlfriend being angry, texts.
How do you have the connections that you have out there in Milwaukee? It seems like you have a lot of connections to some big names because like you'll show up in ROH like when you did that. That's just crazy, man. You wrestled in ROH like a year ago, right?
Yeah, that was cool. That was like one of the coolest experiences of my life. I credit that to Silas Young and Joey Mercury. Silas was married to my sister, so he helped put me over to Joey Mercury. So like I had randomly worked Joey Mercury in a tag like 10 years before that, and he like remembered it and remembered I was decent, so he put me on for that. So that was cool. Coming out in Milwaukee and having a bunch of people pop for me and chant my name and know who I am, very validating after 20 years. Thank God I didn't come out in like crickets. It broke my heart. You know, like it would have been so sad. Like, all these years and not one of these fucking people's cheering and knows me. But I had this function chance and I was very proud of it, very cool with it.
So what's the story behind this picture here? You posted this. You and Road Dogg? You were champs with them?
I'm still friends with the Road Dogg. The Road Dogg's probably going to get canceled also soon because he's a Republican who has his own personal views. So I'm sure David Bixpan is on his fucking case if he isn't already. But this was ACW in Green Bay where they brought him in as just a name on a big show. We teamed up and won the tag belts and never defended them. But we still won them, and that's all that matters. So the picture lives. That's all I need. That's a great picture. I love that picture. So when I was growing up, Road Dogg was one of my favorite wrestlers all time. So that is so cool too. We were the New Age Smoke Dogs, by the way.
That was the name? That's great.
Yeah, New Age Smoke Dogs.
As cool as that picture is, I love that picture, but man, this is one of my faves right here, bro. It's like a hip-hop album cover. I love this.
Solid. I was doing commentary at this show. I don't know if that cup there is in my hand or Silas's hand, but at this show I had a lot of drinks. It was fucked up by the time it was Drake versus Danny Havoc, and I was commentating and just real wild. But that's a good group. It's a good picture, man.
Look at Aries, right? That's Aries, right?
That's Austin Aries, Lane, Silas. It's Paulie Walters in the back.
Is that Freak Show way in the?
That could be, yeah. That gear I'm wearing, I got so drunk where I lost my bag at the show, and I lost that gear. I used to drink a lot at shows and get fucking wasted. I don't do that as much anymore. Not a big fan of drunk me. Too wild.
Yeah, man, I love that picture, bro.
That was such a random show, bro. That was like Destruction Door County. I think somebody posted a clip of Danny coming out on the donkey. That's from the same show.
Yeah, man. I was trying to figure out. I didn't know if that was an ICW. I didn't think it was.
No, but
commentary.
So that match was Drake defending the ICW title and the CZW title against Danny Havoc in a death match, and I was doing commentary. He's on a fucking donkey. But yeah, drunk me gets real hyped. Commentary, real hyped, real pumped.
Hey, you know that you can't leave this interview without me asking you this question about Peter B. Beautiful. I always got to ask you at least one thing about him. What are your thoughts about? What are your thoughts about him stealing a promotion?
Well, whoever looked at Peter B and was like, "That's the guy I want to do business with." You know, that's like a mistake number one. I don't know how anybody looks at Pete like, yeah, this guy does great business. Just look at him, bro. Like, Pete doesn't strike me as good business. You know what I'm saying? So this guy was the money mark, I assume. Pete was making money and skimming off the side, tried to fucking steal it all. I think he's not being booked anymore, right? In Michigan? Has he been kind of like blackballed too? Or somewhat?
I think so, man.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. He wasn't really getting booked a whole lot before, but I assume the stealing the promotion, you know, that's probably going to fuck it up.
He doesn't work too many places. I think Horror Slam. I don't think he even works there. I don't know.
Yeah, I believe Breyer told me that they stopped using him because it was too much drama. So, told you, motherfuckers. Told you long ago.
Peter B's due for another interview, man. I got a lot to ask him.
I don't think he's going to be doing any interviews. I mean, if he does, cool, but I don't think he is. But I just want to say this. Devin, his son, cool dude. I like Devin a lot. I hung
The
out
baby?
with Devin. Yes, the fucking weird baby. I seen him. He just makes me laugh. But he always asks me questions, and he's very cool. Like even like as Weedman, I'm sitting there with a fucking sweaty mask, and he sits by me and talks to me. Just a good kid. I really like him. Just a good dude. I don't know. Sucks like his dad kind of is a piece of shit, but hopefully it doesn't
Look, some of
drag
the
him
real-
down or whatever.
Some of the real deathmatch fans are hollering that they want Drake. Only the real deathmatch fans are saying that, though.
Yeah. Still, I'm like super worried about it. Like it's mostly about like my wrestlers not wanting to do the tournament if he's on it because they're told that if they wrestle him, they get heat. So I don't have a lot of options when it comes to that.
I don't know what this is.
I offered to give you tickets for canceled shows. Oh, yeah, sure. I like, fuck. I just like to do good things, man. I'm like big on that shit. I like giving, I don't know. I like to give, bro. I like doing nice stuff for kids. I like giving away. It's just like doing nice stuff for kids will make their fucking day. It'll make their night, and you might become their favorite wrestler, and they might like you a lot after that. So I've always tried to do cool things for like kids at shows or even ICP shows. If I could give a little kid there with his mom a Faygo as I'm fucking tearing down and cleaning up, I just made that kid's night by giving him something we're gonna fucking throw away anyways. So I just like making people happy, man. It's good shit. It's a good feeling.
You love
Sucks.
being a good guy, right? You wouldn't want to really be a heel, would you?
In wrestling or real life?
In wrestling.
Yeah, I'm a great heel in wrestling. I'm a piece of shit in wrestling. Super heat. But in real life, I prefer being a nice guy and a good guy and not a complete piece of shit. I mean, not everybody's perfect, but
Nope. Thoughts on Deep
Okay.
South? Robert Wynn wants to know.
I don't know. John Rare's okay. I think if Kevin Brandon would get the fuck out of there and stop wrestling, like, I don't know why that man feels the need to don a mask and fucking wrestle. But if that dude would just get the fuck out of there and stop wrestling, and they got over this infatuation with like putting fat dudes out there who shouldn't really do death matches out there to just do them, and then those guys think they're deathmatch guys, I think
Yeah.
that shit would go. But I mean, like, if he really tried, you might be able to revive some of that shit. If he like was like, hey, John Rare's taking this over, Kevin Brandon's out, all these weird fucking dudes. I mean, they're doing flaming rope matches in front of nobody. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, I don't understand, like, why in a hurt, you hurt themselves for real, bro. Like, bro, wrestling's magic. Wrestling hurts and, like, but it's not supposed to hurt that bad. You're not supposed to really fuck yourself up. Like, there's accidents and shit happens, but that's not magic. That's just snuff films, bro. Like, the guy with the saw who cut his hand, that shit's rough, dude. To me, it's smidge far.
Do you
But I'm-
consider yourself a pro when it comes to fire in a match? Because you've done it a lot, right? Working
I've
with
never-
fire.
Never been burned. I mean, knock on this wood, but I've done it like 10 times and never been burned. Bro, they said, like, I'm pretty sure that guy used charcoal lighter fluid on his hands. That shit.
JJ.
1 second, hold on. Yo, like, this is the classic shit. This is what they used to use in ECW. This is the shit. This only comes in a yellow bottle. There's no white bottles of this. It's just yellow. That's their brand. Okay? If you're not using this for fire spots, don't fucking do it, bro. I mean, even this can be too much. If you put too much of this on there, you can still get burned. It's all about the right amount, the right time. This goes out kind of fast, but that's okay. Like, I'd rather the spot kind of get fucked up and it goes out too fast than the guy gets his legs burned for 20 seconds. I don't want people to ever get hurt in wrestling. Like, that's the last thing I want. Like, it sounds stupid, like death matches, but the last thing I ever want is people to fucking get like really hurt or fucked up, man. That's just not my thing.
Yeah.
I think Deep South, they want people to get fucked up. Like, their whole product is, oh, look at this guy, he got all fucked up, or we cut him with a saw, we stabbed him with a fucking X-Acto blade. That's kind of their thing, is we do that. But like, I don't like that shit, man. It's too much.
Yeah. Kevin Brandon definitely goes too far. Here's your match with GQ. This match isn't even available yet to watch, is it?
I don't know. You can buy it from me, but I don't know if it's on Smart Mark. But that's where I hurt my back. before he suplexes me, so like this match, I wanted to go hard, so I was super pumped. But before he suplexes me, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm about to get suplexed on the floor. Crack. And I fucked my sciatic up, so I couldn't even walk that night. By the end of the night, I had to have people like walk me and then go to the hospital. So this is how
you do fire, right?
Yes. Now this was a little much. I touched my phone. That was even a little bit too much fluid to where like my knees caught on fire, but just for a second because that shit goes out, like it evaporates. And did you watch the fireman critique him? Like, did you see that video where there's a fireman who's yelling? He's like, "Oh, look at this fucking guy. Here's the problem."
Oh yeah, the JJ Allen.
He goes, instead of rolling around and putting it out, he's like, "You got up and ran and fucking made the fire get bigger." Like I didn't know that kind of shit, but that's what all tips to learn. But man, that shit was wild. I think he put a post out where he got a licensing fee of like $3,500 for that. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I seen that. He like sold the clip or some shit.
Yeah, hey, he didn't. I mean, I'm sure his hospital bills are fucking stupid, but I mean, I wouldn't pay him.
What are your thoughts on that? That's okay to just jump in the deathmatch game for the views like that?
I don't know. I don't know.
He caught some heat. I think Oren Veit, your buddy, even tweeted that wasn't cool what he did.
Well, if you're doing stuff like that when you were told you're not supposed to, or if there's confusion, don't do it. If you don't think, but like, what I'm saying? Like, bro, that fluid was too much. Like, there's just,
yeah, it was a lot.
You see it hitting his skin, and then you see it looks like he pissed his pants because there's so much fucking fluid on him. Like, how the fuck is that supposed to go out? You could see JJ's not an idiot. You see him pulling down his pants because he's like, this isn't good. This isn't going right. But he can't puss out on the spot because he's a fucking crazy stuntman, so he can't stop the dude. He just has to eat shit and let it happen, and then I'll deal with it when it fucking happens. That dude's got super balls when it comes to that. I'll give him that, dude. Super balls. I've seen some of the stunts, dude. That dude's wild, bro. I don't know how he's still, flipping off the cars, bro. Like, to the ground. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of JJ Allen. I think he's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, I give him all the props in the world when it comes to stunts, but the fucking, I don't know. I don't know if they told him not to do it or whatever, but hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess he got confused on a text message from JC Rodden. That's what they say.
I'm sure.
Is that GQ? Is that the GQ there talking?
Oh, that is GQ. That is the stabbed him in the face. You can ask him about stapling him too, and he said, "Don't do it." Oh shit, there's a bunch. That's cool. Cool.
Fucking insane, fucking Lane.
What's going on, Lane? You fucking puked on me. I was a piece of shit in that promo after, but I was so mad. Getting puked on's not a stellar fucking night.
Oh yeah, you were there. You were in that, right? Holy fuck.
Took the move after and had puke face Lane pin me with fucking puke all over him.
I was just talking to Insane about this like a month ago on the show.
Nice, that's awesome. Comes full circle. But yeah, in the promo after, I was a dickhead. I'll full say that, but I was not happy. As he fucking puked all over me in the ring, and back then I was a piece of shit dickhead. I was mean. Whatever. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Insane Lane wants to know if the Weed Man remembers the Bloody Brothers tag match at Bloody Mania.
Yeah, that was me and the fucking Human Tornado against them. Do you remember the match in the Evansville Coliseum that was on a dark show where they were just throwing shit nonstop at us? That was wild. Like, Silas was my partner, and he had gobs of spit in his hair. They were so fucking relentless at this show, man. It was nonstop. Ian tried to grab a can to cut me, and I cut him off. I was like, fuck this, dude. You ain't cut me with a can. This ain't IWA anymore, bro. This is JCW. This is my shit. But yeah,
look, it's fucking Rob Marsh. Haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, dang. Bringing him out. How's it going, Rob? Rob's a good dude.
Insane Lane says sorry for puking on you.
Don't be. It's a fucking moment that people still talk about. Fuck it. If you didn't puke, we would never talk about that match. Why would we talk about it if you didn't puke on me? It's just a fucking match, fucking history books now. But because you puked on the fucking What are you drinking? Wild turkey or something, bro? I remember you in the back had a few shots or something. And you told me it was wild turkey.
Hey, I got a question for you, Dis. So Murdoch, you're one of the only tournaments, you and Pondo, that managed to get Murdoch and Cologne in the same building. Masters of Pain did it next month, and you got it in August. Is this a match that can't happen?
I don't
'Cause
have
of
Murdoch.
fucking politics.
Wait, I don't have Murdoch in August.
I thought you have Murdoch on Insane 8.
I have Akira, Schlack, Alex, Matthew Justice.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have. I had him last year, but I don't have him this year.
Oh,
He couldn't do a show for me, and he canceled in December. So I changed. Like I just wasn't gonna use him this year for that.
does that suck to be fucking canceled at the last second, the main eventer doing that a lot? I see that happening to you a lot, man. I always feel bad.
I hate it more than anything. I hate it.
I always hate when it happens to you, dude. I'm like, fuck again.
So what it's done is it's like I see the writing on the wall. Like my promotion's not that important to be like certain wrestlers. Like it's cool to wrestle for me, but it's not a priority or like, oh man, I gotta be there type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like I've accepted that, no big deal. I just probably won't try to book a bunch of people in the future. Like, you know, I book Neil because Neil's always there for me, super loyal, will never cancel on me. So Neil's one of my fucking dudes. Neil has a spot on ICW as a regular guy. He's not just, oh, you're my deathmatch attraction guy. Like Neil's on most of my shows because he's super loyal to me. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Accept it and move on.
You consider Oren one of those guys too, don't you? Pretty much.
Yeah, but he moved to Denver, so now like hard to get him. You know, what do you do? Like I said, that's another one that sucks. You just like lost the franchise guy. You kind of move on.
He was your franchise, right? Oren
Sure was.
your franchise. Your ace.
Sure, he still is, but I mean, I don't have him every month like I used to because he fucking lives so far away now. But he's happy, and that's what matters, dude. I would never be like, fuck him. I can't believe he would move and not do my shows. That's the same thing. Like, oh, I can't believe he's clean. He should be doing drugs. Fuck that, dude. If somebody's happy, let them be happy. Wrestling's not the end all be all.
GQ wants Drake. He said, fuck the heat. He wants it in a death match.
Hey, man, I know. I've gotten this message from Q a lot recently. Wait. Patience. It's the best I can say, brother.
Hey, man, I posted on Instagram about Drake today, and dude, there's like 100 comments. 90% of them are
75
90% of them. 90% of them are negative.
It's unbelievable, bro. I posted that show of his just to share a show for my friend. And you see, I even had to put a warning. If you don't like this, I'm sorry. This is, you know, like, it's still a good cause. The guy fights child trafficking. How is that a fucking bad thing? I just don't get it.
Rob Marsh, you need to come back, man. Rob Marsh is retired, isn't he?
I believe so. Didn't like a Peter B match make you retire or something? Or a booking make him retire?
Peter B. Book Tanker
no.
Lane.
Rob Marsh. He went to Michigan and then like retired shortly after that or something. I don't know if that was a Peter B match or something like that. I think Rob was just tired of the business, if I'm not mistaken. Got sick of it.
Yeah. Yep. He just basically, what he said, lost love for it, I think.
Sometimes you spin your fucking wheels, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that. You see the like some of the lower end guys always complain about how the same guys always get booked. Well, some of those guys sell fucking pay-per-views and they sell shit. You know what I'm saying? Having the bigger name deathmatch guys is much better than like some of the lower end guys. You know, I mean, just how it is. Like, who's gonna sell more fucking pay-per-views? Percy Drews or Schlack? Just like, all right, fucking point taken, over, conversation's done. Just how it is.
What's your relationship like with Marty fucking Jannetty? Is he crazy in real life? Like with all the stories?
All right. His price fucking shot up, so I've like ignored his text for quite time. It was like price and it was cool and it was all fine, and then we start talking again because he had this fucking ankle surgery, so I had to like book Jimmy Hart and fucking cancel him. So I start talking to him again, like, hey, what's up with this date? And then all of a sudden it's 500 this, 500 that. Like, whoa, you're Marty Jannetty, bro. Doing you the favor. I get you for booking you. He gets heat too. I had a lot of people fucking talk shit about booking him.
There's your new ace, Neil Cutter.
Neil's my boy. Good dude. Good human being. So here's a funny story. One time Corporal confused Neil's shoes with his and put him in his bag and took them. So Neil's looking for his shoes all night after he's trying to leave. And he's walking around in just socks. And I go, bro, I don't know where your fucking shoes could be. And I was like, here's money. Just go buy shoes. I can't have you not having shoes. And it like partially my fault. Please go buy shoes.
Marsh says he just doesn't like shit talkers.
Yeah, I understand it. Wrestling's like that to an extent. The fans, like some of those fans like we're talking about, the ones who hate Drake, all them dudes always got something to fucking say, bro. I'll say one of my favorite dudes all time that's a fan, good friend of mine that I like to talk wrestling with, Bucky Hines, good friend of mine. I talk more wrestling with him than probably anybody else. That's one of my dudes.
Yep, he's a big supporter of ICW too.
Get a lot of opinions from other people that aren't in the business. You know, it doesn't always have to be yes men wrestlers telling you, like, hey, do you think this is good or not? A lot of times the yes man wrestler is just going to be like, oh, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. I've seen that happen for years. The ICP shit too. Like people are, hey, is this fine? Was this good? And everybody would yes man them. I don't want that. I want somebody to tell me if something's not good. I can usually like rely on some of the fans I talk to, like, hey, was this good? Did this suck? I'll get a real fucking reply and not just I'm trying to keep my job reply.
Jacob, he says it's pretty dumb how basically Drake can't wrestle now.
You're telling me, dude. You're telling me, man.
Not everyone agrees. Not everyone is like, I don't know, man.
All right, so here's the story. Oh, there's a huge gamble for me. The Insane 8 costs between $5,000 to $7,000 every time I do it. So I just fucking roll the dice, book him, and hope that I don't lose half the buys on the pay-per-view or half the ticket sales because people are fucking mad that he's booked. Yeah, it's like I don't believe in it, but some of these other fucking people super believe in it, and I just I don't want to cost my promotion that I've built for 15 years a whole bunch of flack because I want to book my friend. Like,
yeah, totally understand.
Drake took our belt to Germany and defended it at WXW, making it an actual world fucking title. Like, Drake was my world champion before, like, 2 or 3 times. Like, he was one of my top guys back in the day. I should have sent you the picture before of him with the belt, but I have a bunch of pictures of him with the belt. That's when he was wearing the headgear and was CZW champ. I was using him all the time, man. But yeah, he made our belt a real world title. It's not.
Hey, what's the deal with these new titles? You're redoing them, right? This is the new one?
That's the new alternative belt. So, hold on a second. So, my good friend, referee Jerry Smith, he said he made a bunch of money on fucking cryptos. So, he ordered us this new belt for Insane 8, right? So, it's not, like, I'm not really a mark. I don't like to spend a lot of money on belts. So, like $1,000 on a belt is, like, too much because it's just going to get broke anyways or something, you know?
That's nice, dude. I love it.
Super regardless. I'd rather give a fuck. So now I have that belt. And I'm like, well, now my other belts look like shit. So now I have to fucking replace them all. So I did a thing where I had our sponsors who were interested. Like, this is a 4-plate one, right? So if you're a sponsor, you could buy the belt and get on this plate your logo, or on whatever belt you sponsor.
That's cool.
You put like your business logo on it. That's the way we were able to pay for all brand new belts. We had enough people who wanted to sponsor.
Sick, man. Fuck yeah! So when is Shellac the champ?
I love wrestling, bro, but like, I like to make money. He won the Insane 8 last year, so technically that would be his belt. Technically.
So that belt's going to Shellac.
Yeah, like it gets defended. Yeah, he'll bring it out on entrance, but whoever wins the tournament re-gets the belt. So I'm thinking that after the tournament, it'll still be the Insane 8, but it'll still be like our deathmatch title when it's not the Insane 8. So like, if you win it, cool, you have the Insane 8 title, but then you can also defend the belt as the deathmatch title. So you stay the Insane 8 champion, but if you lose it, you lost the deathmatch championship, if that makes any sense. That way it
Hell
doesn't
yeah.
sit for fucking 11 months, and I'm only using it 1 month a year.
And this is gonna be in the same place as last year, right? That wherever that was.
No,
What's it called?
we have a different spot. It was the Dead Man Saloon, but the original owner sold that place. So somebody new bought it, and they ghosted all my messages and never fucking replied to me. So I found a new
No
spot.
shit. Oh,
Yeah.
is it outside?
Actually, it is outside. All Insane Eights will be outside going forward. Like I said, it's just that other buildings are too small to build so much shit in. So I need space. I need to be able to do shit.
Fuck yeah, I can't wait, man. I'm gonna come up this year for this Insane 8, man.
Yeah. I told you I got you covered on a ticket. Appreciate that. No, 2 years ago I invited Big Vic. I was like, hey man, you're a big deathmatch guy. If you can come check this out, I got your tickets covered if you just come and fucking report on it. And he said maybe in a few years or next time, but obviously, bummer. I knew Big Vic for a couple of years, or more than a couple of years, like IWA days. So a long time. Big Vic was a great dude. Also,
Yeah,
that woman,
fucking-
Donna, that lady Don with the white hair who passed recently, that lady was at like my first match in IWA, dude, when I was like fucking 18. So that woman
Was she
has
really?
been, yeah, man, that lady, maybe in that clip where I was young, or picture, but it's there. That lady was in the front row. She was just talk shit. That was a good lady. All right, RIP to both of those.
Yep, RIP, man. Yeah, man, that sucked when Vic left, though, dude. He was a big part of the show.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I like Vic a lot. Such a good dude.
Rob Marsh, what's he saying? He's saying, who's he talking about here? Someone's a bitch, he's saying. Rob Marsh is mad at someone.
Who are you referencing? Pete or somebody else?
Probably Pete.
Straight up, a bitch, straight up. Politics and wrestling.
I love
we get
Marsh, dude.
Can you clear that up for us, Rob? I might have missed it.
Yes, men
Yes.
ruined the Deep South.
That's what I'm saying, Lane. If like somebody else took that over and got Brandon out of there and then got some of them fucking scrub ass dudes who don't belong out of there, could be all right.
Oh, here's your guy, Dis. This is your weapon guy right here, ain't it?
Josh brings a lot of shit. Josh is
He
a
makes
good dude.
those insane fucking light tube
The thing you see,
beer can.
yeah, the thing Oren put me through in that video, he made that.
Yeah, he's a master of those things, man.
Yeah, I get a lot of help from fans who, that's another thing. Like the thing with like, it's just, man, you just treat them good, bro. Don't treat them like shit. Some people don't treat fans right. I don't like that shit.
Robert Wynn's flying up to Insane 8, he says. Fucking Rob Marsh says, yep, it's Peter B who he's talking about. Well, you want to plug this show up again? We've been on a little over an hour, man. What?
What am I doing?
Nothing. I said you want to plug
What'd you
this
say?
show
Plug
again?
what?
Your show. I
missed what you
said we've
said.
been on a little over an hour now. You might.
Go for it. Oh, Saturday night, Milwaukee Hardcore Deathmatch Challenge. 8 of the fucking best up-and-coming hardcore deathmatch wrestlers battle for a spot in the Insane 8. There's a 3 p.m. show. There's a 7 p.m. show. The venue has full food and bar. Check that shit out. The early show is $10. The other show is obviously more, but if you don't have the cash, GA is only $25. You can go to both of them for, I think, $30 if you get the all-day pass, if I'm not mistaken.
And this is going to be a deathmatch heavy show, right? The second one.
Yeah. Second one has 5 death matches. The first one has like 2 street fight hardcore-ish matches. But we're going to use glass and stuff. We haven't really used glass here. We've like teased it a smidge and done a little bit.
Yeah, I noticed you don't use a whole lot of glass in that place.
Nah, because it's a really nice place and I just don't want to fuck it up. I don't like glass is cool, but I don't want to use it all the time either. I don't know. We use a lot of like Legos and bullshit like that. Like I said, dry ice is really good. It's easy to clean up.
Oh shit, Mike's gonna bring 200 light tubes like he does.
My man, my fucking man. I usually let Mike sleep at my house, bro. Like that's how good of friends I am with the fans. Like they can just stay at my house, some of them. If you're like a really good friend of mine, it's no problem.
That's
Mike's
a
a good
connection right there, man. That's a great connection.
Yeah, just being good to people, man. Like Mike's told me stories where the promotions in Michigan aren't good to the fans and just expect shit out of them. And it's almost like, how do you treat your fans like second class fucking people, bro? Like those should be the number ones, you know? There's no promotion without the fans. You're just losing money at fucking fans.
Hey, what's the story on the car? The car last year at the Dead Man Saloon? The car that Murdoch got to use?
So they like had that car for a demolition derby. So they had it just sitting there and they were like, hey, if you guys want to smash it, go ahead. All right, say no more. Got you.
That really worked out awesome too, because that was like one of the that was a great moment of the tournament, you know?
Yeah, like what are we gonna do? Say no? I did get a request from one match to come off the semi-trailer in the opening round, and I told them no, absolutely not. That would kill the rest of the tournament. You'll never top that in the second and third rounds. You know, there's certain builds that come with these tournaments, man. You just can't fucking throw 30 matches out there and just hope they're gonna be good. You know, man, it's good. Less is more. You know, that's a cliche motherfucking term, but less is fucking more, dude. Did it cut off on me?
Nope, I heard you. Neil said he had fun sleepover last year.
He slept at my house too, I think. Hey, I gotta put this back on. If it cuts off, I'm sorry. Oh no, it didn't cut off. Great. Yeah, me and GQ, we've wrestled each other at least 40 times. I lost years off my career wrestling GQ because they were too long of matches with too many moves. Because less is more, motherfucker.
Less is fucking more.
Death matches, less is more. An 8-man tournament, you're getting fucking 7 matches. Like, you only really need 7 matches, bro. Like, how many fucking ways are there to break light tubes? Like, there's not that many. How many different moves are there to do in light tubes? Not that many. So if you have 24 guys, bro, that's 12 first-round matches. Like, what the fuck are these guys going to do? Well, you're going to do a bunch of 4-ways, like a bunch of 3-ways. That sucks too, man. Not the biggest fan of that. Like, I do the 4-way for the finals because I want to have more people in it. And I want all those people to get a shine. But the 24-man tournament's rough, man. I don't get it. It's too much.
Yeah, it is a lot.
It's been 2 days. I mean, you do a 24-man tournament, do that shit over like 6 months or something, you know?
Hey, tell us how this felt, man. Tell us how this felt. Not this, but
I liked working brick, bro.
The fucking hand, though. Skewer to the hand.
This is my idea.
Looks so brutal when he did that to you.
I asked him to do this. This was my idea because I want to do something different. There's another where I wrestled in Cage of Death with Masada where I was hanging off the cage. I had him stabbing my hands there too, and I had fucking made me fall off and fall through a table and get eliminated. But yeah, I was the first one to have skewers stabbed in me that wasn't my fucking head. That was my goal, was to do something different. I was like, hey, bro, you stabbed me a bunch of different places with these. You just do something different. I like Brig a lot, bro. I liked working him. Hey, that shit hurt a lot. Sciatic on the ground, baby. But no,
I would
those matches.
I would love to see him in Insane 8 one day.
Dude, he's hard. I don't know. Hard to get a hold of. I've messaged. I can't get a hold of him that well. Apparently, I'm not that good at getting a hold of some people. I can get a hold of Eugene like that, but I can't get a hold of Brig for the life of me.
Horror Slam is a shit sandwich. That's what Rob Marsh says.
Well, they cut his match or something, I thought, right? His main event match was supposed to be 15 and got cut to like 5. So I can understand that. I like Briar, though. Briar's a good dude.
Yeah, Briar's cool, man.
Yeah, he's good shit. I've known Briar for so long. So long.
Briar's old school.
I've been feuding with him in JCW recently. That's the guy I've been feuding with.
That's who Weedman's feuding with?
Yeah, I've been feuding with fucking Briar lately.
Well, Des, I want to thank you for fucking joining us this evening.
No problem. Thank you for having me. This was a good interview. It's probably the best interview I've had in a really long time. So hopefully
I really enjoyed talking with you. Everybody, don't forget this Saturday, double fucking header. The second one's a deathmatch tournament. The winner goes on to Insane 8. Mickey Knuckles is in it. Who else? Herzog, Neil.
No, Herzog, Mickey Knuckles, Dalton Diamond, Percy Drews, Pitt Stain, Tyler Sullivan, Damon Spriggle, and Ricky Noreen. That's all 8. And if you want to buy it before it comes out on Smart Mark, you can message me on the ICW page or my personal page, and I just directly mail that to you, like in your email. So if you want to check it out early, I can send it to you as soon as I got it. All right, brother.
Oh, yeah,
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure.
I think I'm gonna hit you up for that little early access to that show for sure, man.
I got you covered. Appreciate it.
Okay, we're gonna leave you guys with this music video. It's provided
shit.
by Monster Slice made this video.
It's a good one.
It's a dedication to Insane 8 2020. We'll catch you guys this Friday night. Alex Cologne. I'm gonna be talking with Alex Cologne this Friday night.
Guy too. Alex Cologne's good shit.
Hell yeah. Thanks again, Dis. You're the man, bro.
All right, brother. Have a good night. Thank you.
Good night, guys.
Thanks for calling Funtown, where every day is a fucking blast. This is Mark. How may I help you?
Well, I found a puppy officer I lost. It was in the big fat wallet of my dumb stupid boss. He's a fan, but your money's still mine. Well, I got up control through a big fat jerk. Said I hate this place and don't wanna work. She's a fan, but your money's still mine. Hoo-hee-ha! And if you really wanna see my head explode, you will listen when I say no, and I told you so. And if you really wanna die, 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 you will question me when I tell you why. Well, I thought I found feelings until I write laws from the stupid lips of a girl who always thought she's a fine, but your heart's still. But she got upset and I said no way. She beat me blue and then I turned gay. She said fine, but your money's still mine. And if you really wanna see my head explode, you will listen when I say no, when I told you so. And if you really wanna die, 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 you will question me when I tell you why. And if you really wanna see my head explode, you will listen when I say no, and I told you so. And if you really wanna die, 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 you will question me when I tell you why. And if you really wanna see my head explode, you will listen when I say no, and I told you so. And if you really wanna
Die, die, die! Die, die, die!
you will question me when I ask you. You will question me when I tell you. You will question me when I ask you why. You don't like it? You still don't like it?
Long as I got my pistol, I'ma take them with me when I go. Bullet for every word, trigger for every quote. Put me in the ground, but I'll be back around. Walking on dry leaves and won't make a sound.
Ayo, Billy got bars.
Don't gotta look to find them. Build up my bars like a zoo animal and live behind them. Vibrations that'll stop a UFO mid-flight.
When I'm lurking pitch black in the woods at midnight.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board. I'm feeling better, better than before. I'm laying level, 10 feet off the floor. When I'm light as a feather, stiff as a board.
bought a sack of marijuana and hit the sauna. I'm bougie now, I ain't Ubering in no fucking Honda. Wouldn't take a Subaru to chase a kangaroo if I needed a jump on a minivan for my soccer mama. I ain't taking orders from prima donnas unless she's ordered.